As I sit here in my dungeon hideaway, thinking of how to put together episode 2, I realize that there's just simply too much to do. You see, first there was Slayer, taking care of the moss giants north of Ardun. Shortly thereafter, we went to the security stronghold and took on some Anku. They were kicking my ass, so I had to go train and become strong. So I headed to Canifis. With a scrimshaw of sacrifice and the altar built just south of the graveyard, I could stay here almost indefinitely. I began training until I hit around 55 mage. Then I felt more confident in taking on the rest of my Slayer task. With 51 magic and 50 defense in the bag, I headed to the GE to make some money. We needed new gear and I was poor as fuck. So, I began fletching headless arrows and selling them to other players. This way, I could make money. And with this money, I could buy new stuff. I grew tired of making headless arrows, so I decided to seek out other methods. It turns out buying bones, nature runes, and casting bones to bananas was a great method, and I made quite a bit of money. Who knew bananas could be so profitable? Once I had the money, I realized that I really needed to do Fremenic trials to unlock a lot of different things, but I didn't want to spend the time doing the quest, so I figured I would just get the requirements using the double XP weekend. So I mined some clay, went and used it on the fountain to turn it into soft clay, because I didn't know portable wells were a thing, and then I went ahead and crafted some urns. I did urns up until I realized I could be doing jewelry and making more money, so I switched over to that. I headed to Lumbridge with gold bars and sapphires and began making necklaces immediately, except for the fact that it took me 20 minutes to learn how to make a necklace with the new UI because I had no idea what to do. But it's okay because now I know, except for when I came back here later to do emerald necklaces and it took me another 20 minutes to figure out what the hell I was doing. But now I definitely know. What's that you say? You can smell fungus? Oh, how smooth. Just kidding, fungus is gross, and so are fungal magi. So I came here after watching quite a few guides about low to mid-level money making, and I found that fungal magi were just okay. I didn't make a ton of money, but I did get a few magic levels, and I recouped the cost of my runes, and then some. So I'll give it a 4 out of 10. But yeah, I won't be back here anytime soon. I will probably look for other methods of making money. But it was okay magic experience. And it was pretty simple, so who knows, maybe I will be back. With the fungal magi eradicated, I decided to take on my first sinkhole. I had absolutely no clue what I was doing, and I briefly read a guide on my way there, but I went into it just knowing I needed to do at least one of each resource to maximize the points I was getting or whatever, and then I just kind of panicked and ran around and clicked on stuff. But I ended up seeing it, experiencing it, and getting my first reward, which I believe I got a small lamp. But since I was in the area after this, I decided to try to knock out my first few floors of dungeoneering, and that went quite well. Having spent some time in the deep, dark dungeons of Daemonheim, whatever it's called, I decided I needed to get my mining level up and start gathering my own materials to smith. I headed to the Dwarven mine in Valador, and I began mining iron ore. I have to say, I'm quite impressed with the mining rework. I like it very much, but I'm not so sure that I'll like the smithing. So let's check that out Oh God. Oh, what is this? I have to do work. I can't just click and walk away. I'm not quite sure if I like it. Double XP weekend coming to a close. I knew I had to act fast. I headed over to the GE to buy things to make potions so that I could train Herblore up to level 40. I made attack potions, energy potions, and finished it with prayer potions. But there was something coming, something on the horizon that I wasn't quite ready for. Somewhere dark, somewhere dangerous, somewhere full of twisting energies. The wilderness. I really should have listened to Mufasa.
What about that shadowy place?
That's beyond our borders. You must never go there, Simba.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I tried something a little different, a little bit more fun, and I had a lot of fun editing it, so hopefully you enjoyed it too. I just wanted to show you guys where my stats are before we head into another episode in the next week. We're sitting at 1,013 total level, 60 dungeoneering from AFKing in the dungeoneering hole, and almost 55 agility, so it's kind of nice to get those skills out of the way with some AFK training while editing this. So, but yeah, if you liked it, make sure you hit that like button and be sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.